Piedmont.
You could have been smuggling drugs over the Juarez border.
But instead, you are
here! You are here! Yeah, not a lot of coyotes here tonight. Thank you for those of you who got that reference and laughed at my human trafficking joke. That's the kind of show it's going to be. Awesome. So yes, thank you. A quick show of hands. How many of you guys have been here to a WIT show before? Yeah, very nice. A round of applause.
Well, the exciting thing about that is a lot of the people here have never, ever seen a WIT show.
That is exciting.
But
It's totally exciting.
Actually, you don't realise how exciting that is, but when you walk out of here drenched in sweat, your mind blown, a loss for words to explain what you've just seen on stage, then you'll realise how excited you should have been about an hour and a half before. But that's what we're here to help you with. Anyway,
I'm confused.
Look, we should move this along. Okay, there's concessions out there.
Concessions.
So like drinks, snacks and stuff.
Drinks and snacks.
So,
and stuff.
Hopefully you've got loaded up, but if you haven't, you can always kind of sneak out there and sneak back in. You won't want to miss this, because you don't want to miss concessions either. So there's that.
Yeah, you told me that. Concessions is such a selling point of our show. We've got restrooms down the hall and on your left.
That's right.
And and then there's no smoking.
Parking lot outside.
Parking lot outside.
You might have used it. Your vehicles.
If you need to smoke or vape.
Brian is wearing a tie.
Thank you for noticing.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. This is from the Claiborne collection. Yes, I have a lot of these.
I did not wear a tie, but I did wear the same shirt as the gentleman in the front row, almost.
Oh.
Yeah!
Oh, wow! Now we need to get that guy to stand up. Come on.
Awesome.
You shop at the same store. That's fantastic.
Hey, no, clearance of bucks. I paid like less than $10 for this thing.
Cool.
It's not a competition. It's not a. Well, I guess it is a competition. We're gonna get the show going here.
Yes,
so tonight, we're gonna be doing a lot. We're gonna bring our contestants. We have two fantastic contestants for you tonight. We'll introduce them here very shortly, and they're gonna be playing a lot of different improvised games to earn points from you guys. Now, the way that they earn points, there's a couple of different ways, but the main way that they are going to earn points is by your applause. So, for example, if one of our contestants had just finished a great game and you guys really wanted to award them points, you would go crazy with applause, and that would sound like this. Very nice. However, let's say our other contestant also had a great game, blew your mind, and you wanted to award him points, knowing that that you guys had gone fucking crazy like that, or did for the first guy. We're getting there. And you wanted.
Hey, cheer for the second guy! We've only got like an hour and 15 minutes, Brian. Sorry.
Okay, so you've got the basic idea. Bunch of games, points, fun. I think we should probably bring the contestants out. I think it's time to get this. Let's do that.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our contestants onto the stage, Mr. Larry Howard and Jason
Matthews! All right. These are your WIT contestants tonight, and they are competing for a fantastic trophy. The
John Namerga, named for the creator of WIT,
the WIT show.
the John Namerga Memorial Trophy.
He's dead. He's not dead.
What?
No. It's the John Namerga Trophy
2.0.
2.0.
And to bring that up, to show exactly what it looks like, is the current reigning WIT champion, Mr. Ty DeVries. Bring it up.
Bring it up for Ty! Give it up for Ty!
Now
we have a tradition. We have a tradition here at WIT where every winner must add something to the trophy to leave their mark on it.
Yeah, if you look out, next time you go out in the lobby, the original WIT trophy is on display just to the left of the bar and has at least a dozen adornments that past champions, including Brian and myself, all modesty aside, you'll never guess what I added to it. Take a look.
Never guess we
It's so subtle.
So actually we have a newer trophy here, and Ty, champion, is going to tell us exactly what he did to it.
Yeah, well, I'm not very creative, so I've just put a man orgy up there. But So a quick backstory is while I was driving this over here, I decided to put the seatbelt over the trophy to keep it safe and everything, because I'm kind of an aggressive driver in my tiny Honda Fit. And when I was parking to get gas, and I ripped the seatbelt off because I'm an idiot, and I broke this star off. And so I had this moment of dread and panic, and I thought, how am I going to show up to WIT with a broken trophy that I had so long to take care of? So I rode over to one of my friends' houses, borrowed their hot glue gun, put it back on, and she said, as long as you use my hot glue gun, I want to add one thing to the trophy. So she put a little Jesus figure up here. in solidarity, because this is the 21st century. This is the 21st century.
Are you telling me that Jesus is at the center of the orgy?
Yeah. Right.
Yep, there he is.
So he's just saying that it's time we become comfortable with this kind of lifestyle.
Give it up for Rye! All right, excellent. All right, so gentlemen, you have the trophy as the proverbial carrot. I don't know where the stick.
Sure, yeah.
But to get us going, our first game of the night is a game we call Objection! All right, so let's see. For Objection, we are going to have our two players enter into a debate, and they will take opposing sides on a particular topic, and then they will have a minute and a half to convince you guys of something really awesome. And whoever is in control of the debate at the end of the minute and a half will earn some points, but then they'll also have a chance to earn additional points from you guys from the aforementioned applause section. So, let's have you guys rock, paper, scissors to determine who is going to start in control of the debate before they know the topic. And as we all know, it's 1, 2, 3, and then shoot. 1, 2, 3, and then shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, throw. Gentlemen, are you ready? Gentlemen, are you ready? And Hatsube! 1, 2, 3, shoot! Scissors! Cut paper! Larry, would you like to start in control of the debate, or will you cede control to J-Matt?
I will cede control to J-Matt.
All right, J-Matt, you are starting in control of the debate.
Who's gonna have the objections?
Oh, right, good point. So at this point in the show, we need this guy with the awesome shirt.
Grade 2.
Yes, sir, all you have to do is sit there comfortably, enjoy the show, and say one of two words. Sustained or overruled. Sustained or overruled. So at different points in the game, the person who is not in control is going to yell out some kind of objection. And then I will ask them for their reasoning, and then you get to rule on that as the judge in this game. If you say sustained, that person stays in control, and time continues to wind down. If you say overruled, then that bullshit reasoning goes to the wayside. And here we go. So all you have to do is sustained or overruled to the objection that they raise. Let's see. Thank you, Greg, for that. So your debate topic, gentlemen, is summer versus winter. Summer versus winter. And J-Matt, when you are ready, sir, begin.
Summer is the best season of all. You don't hear about anybody dying too much in summer.
Challenge!
What?
Yes.
There are shark attacks, people die from skin cancer.
Sir. Sustain! Take the mic.
Winter is clearly the best because it has Christmas. If you don't have Christmas, then what good is any season?
Challenge!
Yes, J-Matt.
You could be Jewish and Christmas is not holy to you.
Which actually is a good point to the judge because Hanukkah is celebrated in winter! After all, you could build a snowman, you could build a rabbi snowman!
Malfeasance! Actually, it's celebrated in autumn because winter doesn't officially begin until December 21st, which is usually when Hanukkah resides before.
Sir.
Now, in the summertime, people are always trying to stay cool. You never hear anybody complain about
Counter!
Yes.
Haven't you seen those girls who are baking in the sun?
Overruled.
Because in wintertime, you have to do whatever you can to stay warm and be together. In summertime, you get to take it all off, baby. You get to be anywhere you want to be.
Larry.
We don't want to see some people take it all off. Winter is fun because you you have snowball fights, and what is more fun than that?
Poppycock! Yes, absolutely everything's better than a snowball fight. Overall!
You can go sledding. Well, not in the South, but you can in other places in the country.
You can go sledding in the South. It's just down a dirt hill. In summertime, you like to go to your local watering hole and...
Boulder Dash! You want to be outside, you don't want to be inside.
Overall, say that way!
Very nice. Give a round of applause for these guys. Thank you. Sir, we didn't get your name. What is your name? Brian.
Wait, he's wearing Greg's shirt. He has your name. That's scary.
Wait. Is this what would happen if the two of us merged?
Fusion, baby, fusion.
Wait, except we both have really shitty vision. How is your vision?
2020.
Fuck you. Thank you, Brian. Give it up for Brian. Give it up for Brian, guys. Thank you, sir. All right, so at the end of that game, J-Matt was in control and finished the debate in control, so we will give him 2 points for being in control of the debate. Now, if you think that Larry did a better job of debating in that game, applaud now! And if you think that J-Matt did a better job debating in the game, applaud now!
And it was very close, but it goes to J-Man!
J-Matt! Another 5 points!
Another 5 points, you got it.
All right, clap it up. Thank you guys. Please have a seat. All right, so and that's how the show goes. So for this next game, we're gonna need both of you to take a sip of water and then exit into the parking lot. Let's all say goodbye. Goodbye. Awesome. So for this game of Calvin Ball, our two contestants are going to come back in and they're going to start in a neutral scene, and then we're going to start throwing a lot of different suggestions and things at them that they will immediately have to incorporate and justify into the scene. So we've got a couple of different categories here. So from anywhere in the audience, let me get a suggestion for a foreign country.
Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein. Wow. Liechtenstein. All right, from anywhere in the audience, let me get a suggestion for an animal. A zebra, I think is what I heard loudly and clearly. From anywhere in the audience, let me get a suggestion for an illness. Jesus Christ, sir! Leukemia! Wait, who said who the fuck said tuberculosis? A cold is an illness. We'll take leukemia.
Yes, it's a comedy show, ladies and
It's a
gentlemen.
comedy show. From anywhere in the audience, let me get a suggestion for a phobia. Fear. I am positive that exists.
What's the fear, sir?
It's a fear of hot dogs. A fear of hot dogs. All right, awesome. And strangely, that kind of fits into our next ask for. Let me get a suggestion for a restaurant. Chili's. Out of all the restaurants ever in all of creation, Chili's. You're fucking welcome, Chili's. Awesome. And then finally, I need a suggestion for a famous celebrity, living or dead.
Bon Jovi.
Zac Efron.
He's not shortage of cats,
We'll
sir.
go with Bon Jovi. And those are your suggestions. So with a loud round of applause, let's welcome back in our players! All right, Larry, J-Matt, you guys are going to start this as a neutral scene. But we will give you one suggestion for some context. Can I get from anywhere in the house a relationship between two people? Father-son. Father-son is our suggestion, and then after a couple seconds, I'll pause the scene and we'll start throwing some things at you guys that you have to continue throughout the rest of the scene. With that being said, players, are you ready?
Yes!
Begin!
Dad, I don't see any ducks.
Jeremy, they'll be along in a minute.
Hi, Dad. Dad,
Yeah, Jeremy.
can you just go ahead and tell me the bad thing now?
J-Matt, you have to deliver the news that one of you has leukemia. Continue.
Son, have I ever told you about radiation treatment?
I thought radiation was bad, Dad.
It is until you need it. Like I do.
Thank you, Dad. I'm glad you didn't wait for the ducks to come and then wait to tell me at the end like you usually do when you have to tell me something terrible.
Well, Jeremy, I don't know how much time I've got left.
Oh.
The boss will be here any minute to take me back to the retirement home.
You guys are both suddenly citizens of Liechtenstein.
Please try the finest cheese we have in Liechtenstein.
It is not cheese I care about this you and your health.
I don't care about my health, son. I want our family name to go on.
Well, if I inherit whatever disease you have, then who knows?
It's not a genetic disease.
Pause. J-Max, you have to continue as if you are Bon Jovi.
Cause I'm a cowboy on a steel
The Claiborne collection. It's grip resistant. So if you guys enjoyed that game and want to award J-Matt points, applaud now. And if you enjoyed that game and want to award Larry points, applaud now.
Very close. One more time, please.
All right, so one more time. J-Matt. And Larry!
Very close, but it goes to Larry!
Hey! All right. So, let's see. So, what we're going to do now is move into our next game of the night, a game called Reverse Family Feud. And for that, we're going to dim the lights a little bit, and we're going to project onto the screen here some Family Feud answers that have been fully... That's our neat logo. That you might have seen on the show, and then what's going to happen is our two players are going to take turns one at a time trying to come up with the best category that these answers belong to, and they'll keep going until one of them runs out of gas, and then we'll move to the next slide, and they'll earn a point for each response that garners laughter, and we'll signify that with a ding. And let's see if we have a ding. Oh, wow, very nice. All right, so let's see. J-Matt, you are in control with 7 points, so you will begin us, sir. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
Begin.
Okay, see, we surveyed 100 people and we got them to answer this question. Name something somebody from Buncombe County likes to fantasize about.
Name something that is on Wendy Williams' bucket list.
Name what are the deleted scenes on The Expendables 3.
What are places that you're going to find Paul Stanley?
Next category. Larry, you start this one.
school party.
Name what started the man orgy on top of the trophy.
What did not stay in Vegas?
Name attempts for Brian Dukes to get a date.
Honest count.
Next fucking slide. J-Mac, you start us off on this one.
Name something that you hope to not see in heaven.
Name something that has occurred in David Lee Roth's life.
Name something that the Mormons fantasize about.
Are you here? Large Mormon crowd, aren't you?
Name the top jobs that graduates of NC State get.
J-Mac, start us off.
Name a ride that you would not want to give.
Repair courses you'll find at Wake Tech.
What is something that Kim Kardashian cannot identify?
A place where if your husband spends more time there, you're probably getting a divorce.
Next slide, next slide. Here we go, last one, guys. Larry, start us off.
What makes George Hamilton pretty?
What do the boys from summer do in their off time?
Name the secrets of One Direction.
Awesome job, guys. That was Reverse Minute with you. All right, so if you enjoyed that game and you would like to award J-Matt some points, applaud now, please. And if you enjoyed that game and want to award Larry some points, applaud now, please. 5 points.
Oh, definitely Larry.
Definitely 5 points for Larry. Awesome. All right, so this brings us into the halfway point of our game tonight.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Actually, bless your heart, it must be the Liz Claiborne tie. You've skipped a game, Brian. You've skipped Time Bomb, is what you've done. So you'll have to understand, Brian recently became a father. So let's give it up. There's context we don't have the time to get into now, but I'm going to leave Brian with introducing the game called Time Bomb. Take it away, Brian.
Thank you, Greg. Give it up for Greg. Yeah, proud dad right here. Carrie, could you give us a recap of the scores, please?
The score is currently 10 for Larry and 7 for J-Man as we go into Time Bomb.
Thank you, sir. All right, so Larry,
Yes.
You can choose if you would like to play Time Bomb now to earn points or play a different game later to earn points.
I'll play Time Bomb now.
All right, he's going to play Time Bomb now, so we need you, sir, to exit the building. Let's all say goodbye. All right, awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my duty to inform you that there is a bomb in the building.
What the fuck?
Yes.
I'll show you right here, dude.
I'm so sorry. But the good news is that we're going to try to get Larry to defuse it, but we got some very specific things that we need Larry to do in order to defuse the bomb. So I'm going to need a couple suggestions from you guys, and then J-Matt's going to take those suggestions and communicate them to Larry, giving him very roundabout clues, and they're only going to have a minute and a half to defuse. Fuckers, a minute and a half to defuse this bomb. So the first thing we need is let me get a suggestion for some kind of unusual obstacle that Larry is going to have to navigate past in order to get to the bomb.
Ducks crossing the road.
Ducks crossing the road. But what is off about these ducks? What is wrong with these ducks?
Unibrow.
They have a list. These ducks are all pregnant. All pregnant ducks. All pregnant ducks. So So now what I need is some kind of object that you would use to get past these ducks.
Moon boots.
Moon boots. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hey, you're making up for leukemia, buddy. I'm with you. So moon boots, and finally, once we get past the pregnant ducks using the moon boots, we'll have the bomb, and the bomb requires a very specific passphrase of a couple of different words in order to defuse it. So someone give me a passphrase to defuse the bomb.
My baloney has a first name.
Yes, yes sir, right there. My baloney has a first name, but it has to be sung. It has to be sung in the tune of the Oscar Mayer Wiener song. Yes, a lot of Oscar Mayer fans. We should, Carrie, we should denote our demographic for the show tonight. Mormons and Oscar Mayer Wiener fans. This is a big crowd. All right, so J-Matt, if you would please recap our time bomb.
The bomb is surrounded by ducks crossing the road who are all pregnant. Larry will get rid of it by using moon boots. And the passphrase is my baloney has a first name.
Awesome. All right. And so they're going to have a minute and a half. So with that, with a loud round of applause, let's welcome back in Larry. All right, Larry. We have a minute and a half to defuse this bomb.
All right.
Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Oh man, did you hear, man?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, look at this. They put a bomb here.
Oh.
Oh, but you should see all those foul things around it.
Ooh.
Really, really foul.
Like really foul?
Yeah, but not like in barnyard foul.
Oh no, not barnyard foul.
Yeah, you find them in lakes and stuff.
Ooh, like pond scum.
No, like actual foul, like animals.
Oh, like actual foul, like animals.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of ducks.
Yeah, but these are not ducks. They're with ducks that are carrying. And I don't mean like arms, they're like carrying.
Pregnant ducks.
Yeah, they're trying to start heating over there. That's the way they do
Oh,
it.
we gotta stop these pregnant ducks
From doing what?
from giving birth to babies.
Yeah, but they're trying to this is the road. They're trying to do this.
Oh, they're trying to prevent pregnant ducks from crossing the road.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you can do.
What do I need?
You like the astronauts. They use this. Oh yeah. Put these on. Put these on. Put these on.
Okay.
And then you can walk and they'll act like you're going in like up there.
So it's anti-grav boots.
You know, kind of. Yeah, the boots. That grab there.
So it's just moon boots.
Yeah.
Get out here, ducks.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
How many did you get to the bottom?
Oh man, I'm so hungry, but I have a flashback to the 70s, like I'm gonna watch a commercial and hungry for stuff.
10 seconds.
Like a man with your
No. I had a jingle in my head. It's like hot dogs and bologna.
Oh, like Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, see.
My baloney has a first name.
Ma'am, if you could, please tell us how much time they used.
127.
127! Give it up for both these guys. Awesome. So Larry earned a total of 6 points for each category that he guessed correctly. So if you would, Carrie, what does that bring our scores to?
Is it 6 points for each? I thought it was 2 points for each.
No, it's a total of 6. So
But he gets four things.
it's a total of 6. Just add 6 to what he fucking has right now. Why just do that?
So I guess that gives him 16 points.
16 points. All right, and then that brings us into the drawing game. Awesome. So in this game, what's going to happen is we're going to give both these gentlemen these awesome boards and these markers, and then they're going to split off into the other dugouts, and they will have 3 minutes to illustrate a category for us, and we will give them a category, and then they will draw whatever that category means to them, and they'll have 3 minutes to do that. And while they are doing that, we'll have another little game for you.
Yeah, we're going to entertain you by bringing up a married couple, familiar to some of you who play as ComedyWorx. Let's bring up April and Chuck.
Chuck, yeah! So Carrie, if you could, quick 3 minutes.
You got it.
3 minutes on the clock. Players, are you ready? Your category to draw is your worst nightmare. Your worst nightmare, and begin.
Speaking of marriage.
Right. Okay, so the asked Chuck and April up here is because they're a married couple, been married a little while now, we're going to find out how much they really know about one another.
We're so married, we argued on the way here.
We did. See, isn't that just perfect? Oh, okay, well, okay, that's fine.
So we thought, I don't know, it's like we already kind of know at least 50% of what each other's about, so it's like, why don't we ask you guys some questions?
Nice.
Because we see how you guys have been looking at each other during the show.
I mean,
the love child's sitting right in the front.
and his name is Brian. Sure.
Okay, well, yeah, sure,
I
we
know,
got it.
I know
Okay.
Greg. I know Greg.
So
Yeah.
let's see if you guys end up with the same answer.
Sure. Okay. Whatever.
All
Yeah.
right. If Greg were an animal, what animal would he be?
Oh, easy. Too easy. Too easy. Awesome.
No peeking. Okay.
Are you ready?
All right. A British otter and a squirrel. Come on, guys. All right, let's try again.
What did Brian want to be when he grew up?
Oh, easy. I know this one.
I hope so.
Did you just write cross it out and you crossed it out?
Yep.
All right, ready?
All right, let's see. Reveal it. A CIA assassin, a baseball player. Good, 0 for 2.
Good.
Okay. What is Brian's biggest fear?
Got it. Got it. I know this one.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
reveal.
Show 'em.
Spiders.
How much time we got left, Carrie?
You have 1 minute left.
All right, 1 minute, guys.
Okay,
Brian, what's your favorite physical feature of Greg?
Got it.
Show 'em.
reveal. The American and British versions. Okay. Where was your first date?
Shit.
30 seconds.
I can't remember the place.
No, I know. Remember, it's the place where we always went for.
I know. No. What's the thing? No. We always got sushi there.
It's not there.
15 seconds.
You always go for lunch at work. And you always go for lunch.
I know. Okay, I got it.
5, 4, 3.
Thai pepper? What is that?
Thai pepper. Chuck and April. Give it up for Chuck and April, guys. Oh my God. All right.
You know what was adorable about that?
was
You
that?
both were writing in the exact same way.
Awesome.
It's true.
Now kiss.
After you. Come on up. I'm gonna whip it out. Sometimes you got to put it on the table, son. All right, so
Wow, that escalated quickly.
players, markers down. Let's see. So let's get you guys up. Before we begin this debauchery, we asked you guys to illustrate something very specific. The category was my worst nightmare, or your worst nightmare. And so, without any explanation, let's just have you guys immediately turn your signs right now and you reveal them to the audience. Okay,
So much talent.
all right, so audience, just by looking at their illustrations alone, let's make sure these guys get a view over there in the corner, and these guys over here. So just by the quality of the illustration alone, if you you're right. If you enjoy Larry's illustration more, applaud now. Nice. If you enjoy J-Matt's illustration more, applaud now.
What's J-Matt, 5 points?
5 points
You
to
got it.
J-Matt. Awesome. All right, so now, gentlemen, turn and show each other your illustrations. And what we'll do is, J-Matt, looking at Larry's illustration, I want you to interpret what this means as to his worst nightmare. Begin, sir.
Okay, so he was actually explaining this in the back before the show. This lady is Mrs. McGillicuddy, his second grade teacher, who was very sweet to him, but in a nightmare, he had too much sugar, so she decided to crack open the earth and eat it like an Easter egg. And apparently, she was trying to be thwarted by the flying nun coming in there. And apparently, Mrs. McGillicuddy is bigger than both Saturn and the moons of Endor. And the partial observers in this particular malfeasance is the Easter Bunny and some sort of the Underwood Devil Ham guy. Apparently they're both judging on whether or not humanity and the cosmos will survive after this particular yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Larry, how close was that?
It was actually pretty close. The only correction that I'm going to make, just in the sake of time, is this is Rosie O'Donnell.
She let her hair grow out. I didn't know that.
So now, Larry.
Early version.
Oh, early. Okay.
Early
It was
Rosie O'Donnell.
1980s. Right, got it.
So Larry, if you would
Yes.
now interpret J-Mat's.
Okay, well, J-Mats is pretty clear. So clearly the little pig that built the house of bricks has forced and held him hostage, kind of like the Hannibal Lecter kind of deal, where he invited Clarice to dinner, and that kind of explains why you have these cans and this miniature human being here. And it actually might be the wolf in disguise, because you can see the dead pigs are actually underneath the house there. But there is an audio box so that the dead pigs can hear the last meal of J-Mac. And for some reason, Chairman Mao is observing across the video monitor.
All right. So J-Mac, how close was he?
He gets a B, and here's why. I am being held hostage in a kind of a Chuck E. Cheese kind of place. This is like the worst hipster in the world, dressed as a pig costume, who I'm being force-fed really bad barbecue for where. Apparently there's a surveillance camera down to hell where the devil and his assistants all have to listen to that, and I'm being tortured by having to watch President Trump.
Okay, so if you enjoyed Larry's interpretation of J-Mat's drawing better, applaud now. And if you enjoyed J-Mat's interpretation of Larry's drawing better, applaud now.
That was close, buddy. It goes to Larry.
Larry! 5 points, Larry! Give it up for these guys. Thank you, gentlemen. And we'll take this out of your way. All right, so that brings us to our next game of the evening, a game of PowerPoint karaoke, which is always a favorite here at the show. So while these guys are catching their breath, Carrie, if you could,
Yes.
update our scores, please.
The score is now 21-12 in favor of Larry.
Yay! All right, so what's going to happen now is, Larry, you can choose if you want to take the first slide presentation, which he hasn't seen, or the second.
Oh, have I seen the second slide?
You haven't seen any yet.
Oh, okay. Then I'll take the first. It doesn't matter.
Take the first. It doesn't matter. All right, so what's going to happen is Larry is going to be presenting this PowerPoint presentation as if he had created it, but he has not. He's never seen them. And he's going to be an expert on whatever the topic is, and then we'll flip, and then J-Mac will have his own presentation, and at the end of that, we'll vote. So take it away, sir.
All right, thank you everyone for coming today. And as you can see, we have a very important project. The magic to think big, because magic is all really an illusion. But if you can think big, then you're going to know. And Andreas von Dunderheit, ignore that. That has nothing to do with the presentation. All right, so next slide, please. All right, so first, absolutely believe in you. Believe in you as if as though you've made your own little Robin costume and you're running around the neighborhood and you're trying to keep people's pies from being stolen. You have to believe in yourself. Also, too, look how magical you look with wristbands. Always wear wristbands. Next slide, please. All right. Now, if you think, feel, behave, and act positively, then you will be positive. As you can see here from the gentleman here, he's giving the thumbs up. You can't give the thumbs up if you're feeling negative. It just doesn't happen. Try it. Like, am I feeling negative? Oh, no, it's a thumbs down. Am I feeling positive? It's always a thumbs up. So keep that in mind. Next slide, please. Now, get on your feet. you, this is the most important thing, right? After all, who wants to sit there with their bleeding knees crying? Nobody wants to do that. You want to get up and run and let all that blood on your knees hit the person behind you. Because you got to move forward, and you're not going to move forward if you're just sitting there. Yeah, crying on your skidded knees. Don't do that. Next slide, please. All right, erase the world problems from your vocabulary. That's right. After all, if you look at our presidential candidates, they're clueless. That's because they've erased the problems from our thing. But the thing is, there is no problem. That's why you've erased it. Because if there is no problem, you're good. Next slide, please. Surround yourself with like-minded believers. Okay, the slide. But as you can see, there's some correlation between the flying guy and the astronaut and the nerd and the policeman. We can figure it out. Next slide. Be prepared to be misunderstood for a long time. Well, as you can tell by giving this presentation, people can misunderstand you all the time. Don't worry if they misunderstand you. You know why? Because you're going to be running and the blood on your knees is going to be hitting them in the face because they're behind you. Next slide, please. Break down your vision into ambitious goals. That's right. If you want to go to Wendy's and you want to eat 5 hamburgers, don't think about the 5th hamburger. Think about the one in front of you. Then what you
And J-Matt, whenever you are ready, sir, take it away.
Okay, thank you all for coming. Thank you for coming for Asian American Studies. Konnichiwa. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, this is gonna be a long road. We're all gonna travel But if you stick with Instructor Dale, we will get together and have Japanese Asian American Studies. Next slide. As Sigmund Freud once said, sometimes a cigar is a cigar, and sometimes Japanese is just Japanese. Next slide. Now, you may think that learning Japanese is easy as just, loitering in your local library and picking up random books. But let me tell you something, Instructor Dale didn't learn Japanese that way. You gotta study, you gotta take those books out, and you gotta crack them open, and you gotta try to decipher what the fuck this is. Next slide. That's what you're gonna feel like after you read chapter 1. You're Next slide. Now, it is a common myth that emojis are Japanese. This is not emojis, this is just actually a Japanese advertisement for Zoloft. Now listen. Trust me, by the time you get to chapter 5 of this goddamn book, you're gonna need it, alright? Next slide. Not gonna lie, this is a personal slide.
Enjoyed that game and want to award Larry points for his presentation. Applaud now.
This is going to be close.
If you guys enjoyed that game and want to award J-Matt points for that presentation. All right. Congratulations. So that moves us into our next game, which is going to be Chain Death Murder. And J-Matt, you will be guessing on this game. So we need to say...
Is there any Japanese involved?
I don't know.
Only if we're lucky.
So if you would, sir, let's let's all say goodbye. Goodbye. All right. Awesome. there's been a murder tonight, and we're going to get your help to get Larry to help J-Matt solve this murder. So we need some very specific pieces of information from you. Each are worth 2 points for a total of 6 points for this game.
Even if he guesses 4
Are
things.
you
Even
sure?
if he guesses 15 fucking things, he's gonna earn 6 goddamn points. Anyway, so what I need from you guys is from all the ladies, let me get a suggestion for some historical figure who is not a president that you would like to see killed.
Mr. Peanut.
Oh God. Mr. Peanut. Mr. Peanut is the victim of this heinous crime of murder. From all the guys, from all the fellas, let me get a suggestion for something that's in your garage right now. Fuck you, Bailey. We're not taking your goddamn cream corn. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. A Swiffer. A Swiffer. Okay, and let's see. Let's something's odd about this Swiffer. It's got some new kind of attachment to it. From what?
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. You don't want to. It's okay. It's okay.
All right, so from this half of the audience,
There you go.
from anyone literally sitting here and not there, what is attached to the Swiffer? Shut the fuck up, man. No taking it. From the people from this table, from the 4 of you, incredibly. Say what? Centipedes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. There are centipedes all over the Swiffer.
Thank you for not saying Cuban in front of that.
Yes. Why would you say that? And then, so we have our victim. We have the weapon that was used to kill him. Now, what we need from anywhere. You guys are off probation. From anywhere. Let me get a suggestion for a tourist destination.
Japan.
Okay. All right, Japanese assholes. Where specific in Japan? Wow, like some of you guys have actually been there. So we'll say Tokyo, Japan. Specifically, Tokyo, Japan, and that is our location. So if you guys would, please welcome back in J-Man with a loud round of applause. Keep going. All right, so J-Man, there has been a murder here tonight.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Show your money here, dude.
A murder So what we're gonna do is you guys are gonna have a minute and a half to a minute and a half. Fuck you. A minute and a half to convey all of this information. However, J-Matt has to convey all of those clues that we just gave him using only pantomime and gibberish. Only pantomime and gibberish. Gibberish being a made-up language that sounds kind of like this. Yep. And pantomime being the that. So you have a minute and a half.
And isn't it Larry giving the clues?
Yes, Larry is going to give the clues to J-Man.
Okay.
J-Man is guessing to earn a total of 6.
It'd be a really short
fucking
game if I
points.
was guessing.
I know.
And you have hey, so players, are you ready?
Yes!
Begin.
What's happened? What? Do something that let me see the number.
Can you tell us, for 2 points, who was our murder victim?
That would be Mr. Peanut.
For 2 points, can you tell us the murder weapon and what was unusual about it?
Well, what was unusual about this particular weapon, it was a Swiffer mop, but the Swiffer on it wasn't a Swiffer, it was a trackball from a Space Invaders game.
It was a Swiffer. We'll give it 1 point for Swiffer, but it was covered in centipedes. Covered in
that's
centipedes.
what I like.
There's no trackball.
That's what I said.
For two more points, can you tell us the location of where the murder occurred?
Hi! That was Japan.
Specifically, where at in Japan?
Oh, fuck. Where Godzilla lives?
Which is
In the ocean?
what he has a timeshare in.
Boca Raton?
Tokyo! Tokyo was the answer we're looking for. 1 point for Japan. Give it up for these guys! Great job.
Those are clues only somebody growing up in the 80s could have possibly given.
Only.
It was fantastic.
All right, so for this next game of Jeopardy, we're going to need both of our contestants to go into the dimwit house here and get into a character. Then what's going to happen is Greg is going to come to you guys in the audience and ask you to pull some Trivial Pursuit cards. And once we get these Trivial Pursuit cards, we'll call our guys back out, and they're going to be competing on a game show within a game show called Jeopardy, where each of them are going to take on a character, and they'll have a very specific buzzer sound that they make, and they will earn points for every category that they provide an answer for.
Well, you just had to do that. Why bother going into the audience?
Totally unscripted show, ladies and gentlemen. Everything happening before you is being made up as we speak.
So, why don't we take this moment to talk about our online presence. Feel free, if you're on Twitter, to follow us at WIT Game Show on Twitter. We're also on Facebook, so you can check us out on Facebook and be up to date with all of our shows. And we've got another one coming up in. We do these shows every other month on the 4th Saturday. So our next show is going to be July 23rd and is going to feature two of our favorite performers, the cream corn asshole, Bailey Pates, and our very own Mr. Voice, Carrie LeMay. So be sure to come out
This is going to be weird.
in July. He's going to do the entire show from the booth.
Yes.
Just give himself points all he wants. With that being said, I think Greg's ready on the categories over here. So with a loud round of applause, let's bring out our contestants! All right. Thank you, and welcome to Jeopardy, our game show within a game show. Both of you are going to be competing for points. And so before we get started, beginning with you, could you introduce yourself to the audience?
Of course. My name is Ryan. I work for a computer store in Durham. I'm not allowed to say the name, but I just like to say that a doctor a day keeps the lap away. Shit, I fucked that up. I'm sorry.
And you.
I'm Jacko Wildly. I had a movie once.
Awesome. You both have a buzzer in front of you. So let's begin with you. Test your buzzer. Make sure it's working. Cthulhu. Excellent. Great buzzer noise. Yep. And sir.
Yahoo!
All right, very nice. All right, so players, hands on your buzzers. Your first category is the Oval Office.
Yahoo!
Yes, sir.
What would be a great place to rollerblade?
Yeah, that's true.
Cthulhu?
Yes, sir.
Where do they make Ovaltine?
Very nice. And feel free to buzz in as many times as you guys wish. Moving on. Next category, players. Next category. Hands on your buzzers. The Mona Lisa.
Cthulhu?
Yes, sir.
Whatever guy hoped for at the end of the night.
Yahoo!
Yes, sir.
What you would not want to hear on Who's the Boss?
That is a great reference to that show. Moving on, players. Hands on your buzzers. Your next category is a warlock. A warlock.
Yahoo!
Oh, yeah, sorry.
What's one way to ensure peace?
Really good answer.
Cthulhu?
Yes, sir.
Something you put on to have someone not steal your war. Cthulhu?
Yes, sir.
What I'm raising my son Glenn to be.
That is on so many levels you have no idea.
As a new father, I appreciate that so much. I want to give him an extra point tonight. Awesome. So let's see. Next category, players. Hands on the buzzers. A swan. A swan.
Yahoo!
Sir.
What is you one day will become? What? Let me rephrase my answer. One day, what will Brian Dukes become?
Thank you. Sure.
Yahoo!
Yes.
Who was that dark-skinned guy on Monday Night Football?
Next category. We're gonna.
Still giving him a point.
Yeah, that was Len Swan for the Monday Night Football fans. All right, players, this is your final category. Speed round. Answer as many times as you can, as quickly as possible. Your category is aspirin.
Cthulhu?
Sir.
Where you don't want to find Prin.
Yahoo!
Yes.
What is not autism, but people think it is?
Cthulhu?
Yes, sir.
What you're gonna need after the show?
That is the game! Give those guys a round of applause. And so when they come back in, we'll have you guys vote here in a second. Carrie, if you could, based just on those responses, what is our score?
The score is very close. It is 28-29, just slightly in favor of JMAT.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, so let's get you guys both down front and center. Let's see. If you guys enjoyed J-Matt's character in that game more and his answers, if you guys enjoyed J-Matt's and his answers in that game more,
Maybe you need to take your aspirin now.
I need to take it now. Applaud now, please. And if you enjoyed Larry's character You know what? Let's just give them both 2.5 points, which will round up to 3. So 3 points for both of them! Yes! Awesome job. Thank you, gentlemen. That brings us, sadly, to our last game of the evening. Yes, indeed. In this game we call Silent Sing-Along. Our 2 players, earlier in the show, or before the show, we asked you guys to fill out some slips of paper with some different song titles. We took those song titles, we created a list, and then we gave them just now to these guys. And what's going to happen is they are going to have 3 30-second intervals where they are giving clues to each other to get them to sing the title or chorus of the songs that you guys have given us. And they'll go back and forth until each one of them's 3 30-second intervals are expired, and they will earn 1 point for each song that they get their partner to guess correctly. And so we'll go back and forth. And with that being said, gentlemen, the scores are super close. So let's hit it and quit it. I don't know where that came from. Don't cheer that, Joey. Who is currently in control right now?
Right now, J-Matt is in the lead by 1 point.
J-Matt, you're in the lead by 1 point. You can decide if you would like to start giving clues or receive clues first.
I will give clues.
You will give clues. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Players, begin.
Thank you everybody for coming out. I want to sing a little song. I'm washing in the shower, getting in the bathtub. I rub-a-dub-dub, I'm sitting in the tub. I've got a tub full of crock and stuff. And I know that I'm strumming on a 6-string. I'm trying to snap my finger, trying to twang a little bit, because that's what I like to do. And I'm hopping like in a cottontail with this fluffy cottontail. He's a bunny. He's kind of like a bunny, but he's got
Oh, let me tell you something. I'm wearing a helmet of love for you, baby. And I go outside in this tank, in this massive tank that I sweep out of a bush hog of love. And then I'm gonna sweep like a big old tree. And then it's a smaller tree, like a bonsai. And then I'm gonna wear a helmet, perhaps a hat of some sort, and a helmet. I'm gonna be flying out inside. I'm gonna be running a tractor or a crane on. And then
And you gotta know that when you're flicking your ear, you've got to do a tub flick. And you can hear, if you're tone deaf or maybe you don't know what's going on anywhere, you just get back in that tub and ride a horse and paint its mane. Or look at a camel with its hump. Its hump. Tub hump. I get knocked down.
Or perhaps I'm in a sugarloaf machine of love, and I'm gonna play a basketball hoop, a ball, I'm going in a hoop, and I'm gonna throw it outside, and I'm gonna love you like that. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a bouncy ball, a ball of. Whoa! All right. This land is your land. This land, what? All right, we got a world. He got the whole world.
And if you're screaming like you're about to die, but you're the tallest, smallest person in the world, and you've shrunk because you're little and small, and you're pouring your tea and you're sipping, and you're pour, and you're doing a drip, and you've got a handle on things, and you open up the teapot, but it's a little. I'm a little teapot, so
Oh yeah, I got a ball and I'm gonna bounce it. I'm gonna ball. I'm a baller, yo. That's what I gotta say. I'm gonna swing the ball. I'm gonna swing and swing back my balls. I'm going to swing. We're chopping ball. What the fuck you people give me? All right, I'm going to. All right, I'm running. All right, so yeah.
Let's hear this. Ah, yes, me, you, you, dancing, I want to dance that way. And if you're blind, I don't care, I'll still feel my way. Cause when I'm touching around and trying to, you touch me, you don't do anything.
It's still a fucking ball, and I'm gonna drive in my car, and I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna drive, and the engine's gonna blow. Work. I came in like a oh, the whole world in his head. I gotta grow. Whoa, Jesus Christ. All right,
Last 30 seconds.
And you and me, you don't do anything. You're not feeling the way I feel. You feel like I feel. And you open up a Coke can like sardines. Don't touch that. Don't eat anything in your house. You can do it if you want to. You can arm hair. You can feel.
Time! Give it up to J-Man, if you would, read your list of songs to Larry, please.
Tub thumping. I'm a little teapot. You can't touch this. Purple Rain, like a version, and of course, Super Freak.
Very nice. And Larry.
Wrecking Ball. Can you feel the love tonight?
Oh,
White
yeah.
Wedding. Baby one more time. Pony and In the Air tonight.
Oh, wow.
Very nice. Let's give it up to these guys. And once more, let's bring up the
Reigning WIT champion.
reigning WIT champion,
With the
Todd
trophy.
Reed. Yes.
I think before we present the trophy, I need to let you know something.
Oh, sure. What's up, honey?
Because Larry got 2 songs and J-Mac got 1, that ties the score at 33 apiece.
Oh, shit.
So I believe we need some sort of a sudden death thing to
We
happen.
do. We need
Yep.
some. I was hoping that was cash. We need some kind of sudden death thing. So let's see. Do we have any more of the slips of paper from the song suggestions?
Yes, we do.
We'll give each of them 1 song each.
A complete random.
Yeah,
For the ones
complete-
that you don't use.
Wait, you gotta throw them on the fucking front row.
No, I'm not even gonna do it.
All right, gentlemen, this is for the win. You will each have 30 seconds and 30 seconds only to get your partner to correctly guess the title of the song or sing the chorus. And this is sudden death. Completely at random. And let's see. We'll have J-Mac. You will start giving clues first. Larry, you will receive clues first. 30 seconds on the clock. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
Begin.
And it's ready. We are together. We are family. I've got all my sisters in me, and I'm alone. We are alone. We're one. We're alone. We're single. We're by myself.
15 seconds.
We're not gonna take it. We're never gonna take it. We're in court. We're ordering. We're weighing. We're
four,
balanced.
3,
We're fighting the balance of the
2,
legal scale.
1. Switch.
Oh, and then I'm wearing a monocle of some sort, and I'm taking my eye out. I've got my eye on you, and I'm dead. I just died in your arms tonight. All right, so I'm happy and I'm sad.
15 seconds.
All right, I'm still dead. I'm a ghost, and I'm me. I'm dead, and I'm deadly gonna be happy. I'm dead. I'm happy when I'm dead. I will survive.
Time. We're going into double overtime. Greg, give them both another. This has never happened before. All right, so here we go, gentlemen. You have another 30 seconds.
Tough thumping.
Something. Hit him with another one. You got something again. Make sure that's not a duplicate. And,
Yeah, we don't need these again.
Let's see. Are you ready, sir? Feel good?
Purple Rain.
Oh boy. There we go. That's our winner. All right, cool. All right, so Larry, you will give the clues first, and J-Man, you will receive 30 seconds. Begin.
All right, I've got a baby. Baby got back.
Alright, that's a point for J-Matt. J-Matt, here for Larry. Get him that point there. Here we go, go!
I'm thinking there's little notes in the sky, little bees, the gnats, the fly, the mosquito, the wasp, the bee. Beyonce's back and she's gonna be in trouble. Bees, to be or not to be, that is the question. 5 bees, 5. Yes, A, B, C, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. And if you're...
That's it! J-Matt! J-Matt is our winner! Larry, what was the song? J-Matt, what was the song?
Wannabe.
Wannabe! So that brings our final score, Carrie, to...
The final score is 34 to 33 in favor of J-Matt.
Let's give him an applause! All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for coming out tonight. I hope you had a great time. Make sure to give these guys high fives and to console our former champions. Please come out and see us again. This is WIT. We'll be back July 23rd with Karen Lay versus Bailey Pate. Give yourselves a round of applause.